Hi everybody, good morning. I'm doing this room originated yesterday by TryHackMe, alert triage with Elastic. Investigate alert with Elastic by analyzing logs and spotting threats. Yeah, let's recommend it. It's nice room. I like Elastic. Introduction. As a security operations center SOC analyst, you aim to investigate, alert, and escalate incident with clear evidence to support your finding. In this guided challenge room, you will use Kibana, part of Elastic Stack, to perform alert triage and initial investigation, analyze suspicious activity on an IIS Windows server. So that's our the logs came from. You will explore potential indicator of compromise IoCs and collect evidence by correlating event across multiple log sources to gain a deep understanding of the attack. This room is premium, so if you don't have subscription, guys, I'm zooming the screen, you can read, follow it. The objective in this room: use Kibana to analyze common security logs, learn how to identify key indicator of compromise, correlate evidence across multiple log sources, and cover the breach through a series of SOC alerts. Some prerequisite. Okay, so investigation ELK 101. This is if you're not familiar with Splunk, with Elastic. Log fundamental. Yeah, you can get some ID, event ID for Windows when the user was created and things like that. Windows log for SOC. Go over Sysmon. Yeah, Sysmon usually the IDs, that's the most important. The machine, they give us this. Okay, let's start. Uh, let's first see what we have here. Now, a scenario briefing. Your team is responsible for managing several small business server application network infrastructure. Suspicious activity in your client, some corp infrastructure, has triggered multiple alerts. As the on-call SOC analyst, you use the provided log, dashboard, and tools to investigate the activity, determine if it is malicious, and reconstruct the attack sequence. Now they give us this. We have critical, high, high. This one July 5th, 20, 25, 513, 513, 11. So it starts from the top. So 438 is the high. Web request indicating file upload. Get response to ASPX file with query parameter. Administer access outside the business hours and user account created and user command line behavior provisions changed. So you can see you can get an idea. Now they give us now the log. They tell us go to buy first, go to Kibana, do this, do that. The data view. Okay, that's the standard how Kibana. When you come to Elastic, you click there. Is there a zoom in here? Now data. That's a data. It's all a triage. Elastic. We're not doing anything else. The next one is, so we have that selected. No, we need to go first inside discover. Hey, one thing you can do is when you can go stack management, index management. So we can see we have our index is weblog, and they talk about it here is that weblog things. So we have the index. Let's go back to discover. So we have triage, then we have we go there. Where are we supposed to go? We go there, entire data range. What else we need to do? Uh, what else they ask us to do? The data we selected include two indices. For the second question, please enter your first query. Index web log. You just do start to filter the only IIS web server log, which we will begin with in the new task. Oh, they do index web logs. Okay, Yes, oh, it already has oops, index. Okay, how we do that? The dot things. This is not Splunk. It's so we need to have the dots. Weblogs. Let's see. But it's only weblog. No, it's not only weblogs. What is they doing here? Let's do this. Cut. How many event we have here? Oh, only 60, 50. What the hell happened here? Cancel. So all of them. How many of them? 1467. So which other index they have there hidden? No, it's only 65. Huh. TryHackMe. How come I don't see what they have in there? Let's investigate. Okay, so we have now weblog for the IIS. We have that. Of course, when you come usually here, more fields you have ID. Not our interest is client IP request, states code message. That's why, like in what do you call it in Elastic, it's easy. You click there, you can add them there. It's okay. We can see the command there, so it's already give you the information. Oh, did we click the wrong place? Stack management. Index. Why? I don't know. Okay, let's not waste time on this. The question is how many logs are available for analysis within the entire time range. This one we need to go out of this. Here they just to confirm that we are in the correct place. It's 1467. You can see we have 1467 event. 1467 event. Next one is use the weblog, the value of the client IP. So we can go there. Yeah, you can see it here. It's only one, so it's not like too many of them. Or you can just okay. Let's not make too much fancy, and let's be lazy. Copy and paste. Now task 3, and that's where our investigation starts. So we have they give you a simulation of alert. It says SOC alert web request indicating file upload. Severity high, alert ID, the client IP we already have, which is basically this one, 203.0.1.1.3.55. Then destination Windows Server corp.sum.corp. Alert time July 15, so we have the time at 4:38, so we don't need to do the whole data if possible. The trigger was what multiple post requests to proxyLogon.ecp. Possible exploitation attempt. Note that we have set Kibana interface. We can begin to investigate the alert. Let's take a moment to consider the information we have. The above show the IP, so we have the IP, we have the method which is post, we have a request page. Even if we don't know how the page can be exploited, your first goal is to visualize all web requests. And okay, so basically we have the index. Let's copy it there, and yeah, basically you can build it. You can copy and paste, or you can just build it because we have a log. You can how do they do this? I forgot. No, not that button. Splunk has a nice button. Edit. Add the breakdown. Let's not use this. I thought to switch it there automatically. You can filter this way. That's why I like Elastic. Can you edit? No, add this one. It will add the filter client IP. This is the filter. That's the filter. So we need to go to paste. So the all filters. Okay, they all filter. So we need to type there. Oh, let's copy and paste. I thought there is possible to do it. It's like a Splunk. Why you don't have audio plus visualize? How you? It's like you click here to appear there in the top. So we need to type. Okay. So basically we have the index, we have the client IP, and HTTP request post. I remember when we do elastics, there's a way to add them there, but they only add in filter. In any case, now we have these things. The good thing in Kibana, you can just come here, you click plus sign. I need, for example, the client IP, and then let's say request method that is use the bytes. I'm not interested of it. I can see, for example, the response message. It's too noisy. I don't need it. Server port. Yeah, let's add it. URL path, that's most important, and the user agent, that's one thing interesting here. So the correlation time is true because the alert, it said 438.40. Can we are 38.40? So start here, and you can always set from old to, what's this one, old to new, to start from where it starts. So it starts from here. So you can see it's a post request. It was successful because 200, we have our server, and you can see the endpoint is ecp proxyLogon.ecp. The interesting part is the user agent. So we have the user agent here that give us uh, it's not normal, it's not a browser, so it's flags there, and then you can see a proxy logon vulnerability. You have now utilized Elastic to visualize the first alert. Great job. Upon learning more about the user agent and the page name, you will see that the requests are automated and related to proxy logon vulnerability. This is already a red flag. This is proxy logon, the latest pre-authenticated remote code is execution vulnerability on Microsoft Exchange server. This is a whole bunch of CVEs for this. You have it's I'm not sure which one exactly, but there's four of them. Microsoft Exchange Server Remote. We have Microsoft Exchange Server Remote Code Execution Vulnerability CV. These are another. There are four CVs for this. Mitigation Microsoft Exchange Server Vulnerability, and the next one is the 20. You can see all 2021. These CVEs. Any case, because so you can get, and then we have information here, like remove this, I don't need it. So now we know what it is. Let's answer some question before we jump. How many post requests did the IP address make to proxyLogon.esp? From here, because we have this IP and we filter through the post, so basically we can see 1, 2, 3. So this one we can do it now. Which user agent paired with the IP address? Okay, that we can see it here. The agent is that Python request. Now let's go back to our room, and then he said there is already a red flag, but let's quickly glance to another high severity alert. High severity alert. You have where is it? This one is which one? This one. Get requests to ASPX file with query parameter. This is like a chain of this attack. When you follow these CVEs, that's how it start. It start with a post request to this, and then you get they get to share the web shell, and then they start doing the what is that get request? Get request to ISPX file with query parameter. Now I need to show you here the query multiple get requests to errorEE.aspx, including the query parameter cmd, which is mean red flag there. The alert concerns the same client IP address and comes just 7 minutes after the first one. We will use the alert. Yeah, let's be lazy for a moment. How about we just check this IP, what he's doing. Uh, F65, what is the next button? Let's the post supposed to be the first one. Why the timestamp it changed all to new? Huh, something is not right. What's the time? 4:58:20. My time is wrong. 4:35, 35:52. Yeah, that's the old one. This one when it start discovering this guy. Oh, that's the story. API auth. But how the get is before the post? Oh, that's the post. Oh, that's I'm get confused for a moment because the post is supposed to be the first one, so they come at 3840. After the post request, then you start doing this get request, and you can see them here. So you can do this simple filter to trace what's going on here, the story of this guy, and you can see there. But let's follow TryHackMe room. After the query search, we have a get request, and they tell because it said an errorEE.aspx, so we can just take this one until I figure out how to add them automatic. That side I forgot. I'm not sure if possible. I forgot about that. We can keep our table, but what's interesting? So we have HTTP request method. We have the get. Remember these names, you get them from here, so you don't get confused where they came from. And also filtering for the page error. This is the URL. Where is that URL path? Yeah, we can just add because it's too noisy here. So what we see, we're talking about the guest, and you can see now we can add another one. Can we add another option where they give us sort old to new? We are in old and new. Yeah, we can see we have who am I, it's there. And then great, now you are getting somewhere in the screenshot below, and in your elastic instance you can see some of the commands that were run using the web shell in the URL path field in the table. The results indicate bridge. You will need to escalate both alert to your senior as true positive using the query begin answering the question in this task. How many log contain cmd query and URL path? Now, good question. You can just take 20 from here and say it's a correct answer, but you be not handled correctly because the query just say get request and error ISPX. So we don't know that all the get requests and ISPX have the command of them. Yeah, you can scroll like that and you see all of them. But can we how they do it in Splunk? In I start URL path. Damn, I forgot. No, it doesn't. You do equal elastic, so you do cmd equal. Let's to make sure. No, because I'm using now the cmd, I can really get it correctly, so I know what exactly. Because the question is more specific. How many logs contain the cmd query parameter and UR? And even you can go, you can even we can even remove this because the question is more general to see. Okay, let's see. we can maybe more general here, and we can still have 20, so we can be positive that this command things appear only in 20 URL. Most of them in all of them are in this error thing, so we are not cheating. Which command was run utilizing error dot on July 10. So we need to go July what, 4 o'clock, 4:45:50, 4:45:50. Where is 4:45:50? Can we put this one up? We can't. 4:45:42, 4:45:50. So the command is host name. Okay, host name. But we can do we can 4:45:50. With that how Splunk do the time timestamp, because we can be lazy and we can just do this. Let's see how TryHackMe the format is okay. Not sure. Let's see if it does work for us. He said 4:45:50. 45. You have a headache. Let's see if this one work. Okay. Okay, now you get it straight. If you want to just filter the time, if you have too many of them, you can scroll it down, so you get this. Okay, now let's go back to this new task. New task, we have a new alert. So alert, administrative access outside the business hour. Oh, okay. Now severity high. User administration is very high. Windows, yeah, it might be working remote or something, so you need to investigate. We have the time 5:11:22. Trigger EDR administrator authentication outside of expected hours. Now, your weblog investigation raised a red flag, but suspicious network traffic is only part of the story. You need to pivot to host-based evidence to determine if the attacker has moved further. The alert showed that administrator account accessed to the server outside of the business hours. That's another red flag. Your first step is to confirm the logon, when and how and from where. That's now investigate Windows security event 4624, because this one is to get the context. Windows security event. So we have the time, or we can be lazy. If you are lazy, we can just do this, and then we have what do I call them? Because this one it's what? What's wrong with you? Oh, well, no, we switch into the whole thing. Event, which the filter that winlog event ID. Always forget, but winlog event. I'm trying to be lazy, then we make it too long. ID. How come it doesn't exist? Winlog.event underscore ID. It's like you tell me we don't have it. You serious? Yeah, why you put it at the end? So which one we want to filter? 4624, this one. Let's add that one there. You can do it like that. So then we have these funny things because we are not in the field, so we can remove these things that we have before because it's not a web now. We can clear our table. So just click there, use an agent. Now we have that. How many we have? We have 190. Still too much for, but we need a timestamp. We can play like TryHackMe did and say there. How many we have now? We have 41. Nice. What else? Uh, we have the host name. And let's before we jump there, just add one by one so we can learn. So we filter in also in that one. We still have 41. So the next one is win event. Let's find this one. Let's do it in different way because sometimes you don't have the query. You need to look for them, so we can look for them. For example, we know ID. We have administrator. Oh, let's put that one there. Oh, we only have one. Are we cheating or something? Let's see what if we copy the whole thing and we do it in normal way like TryHackMe. Let's see what happens. Discover. Let's make sure change the date, entire date. Let's put that. The triage is there. Let's see what we have here. So we got the same things. I'm just showing you guys so you can know that sometimes where you get these fields you don't get why this so we already got one, so we can follow with TryHackMe one now because you can see for example here that's why like in so what things we like interested on log. I'm not interested in that. That's messages too noisy. Computer. Oh, let's take there. What what exactly I did? Next page. What looking at? So what value I'm interested to see? So we know it's an administrator. Event log ID. So what? There's no fancy information for us to check. Let's see what TryHackMe is saying. Host name, data target username, login type, event. But we know it's an administrator, so what exactly TryHackMe is trying to do here? Uh, let's go back to 2. Target username, we can add it. What's this one? Okay, we add that one. Okay, we can edit that. What else we need to add? The host name. If you just that's a host name. Where is the host name? Just type here host name. We can add the host name. Let's close this one because I'm getting confused. So the query is already there is only one, so I'm not sure what we need to do the filter. Host name, winlog event ID. Let's get this one quickly because we're stuck in add this one. We can add what else? Winlog event, winlog type. Oh, what's special about this event? Let's see. Oh, the the one to see how this user was logging RDP or things like that. Oh, IP address. Where to confirm our IP address? Sorry, guys. And now it gives us the picture, so we know exactly what's going on. So remote interactive, username is administrator, the time is outside 11:22. Sorry guys. And we have the event log, and we have the same IP. No, sorry. Based on the event in the screenshot and your Elastic instance, you can confirm that the administrator logged on at the specified time and from the same IP. So we already seen that. You can see it here. We can see it somewhere here. We have the administrator. We have the time. We have the host name. The event ID confirm that. Remote interactive and the same IP address that we got before. Now, alongside Windows Security Log, you also have sysmon log available for investigation. This can be correlated to validate the administration authentication and to investigate what happened afterward. To begin, take a timestamp from previous 464 logon event and adjust your query to look for sysmon event ID 1 process creation. So let's create this new time 5:11:22. Where they got it from? It's this one. So we have the 5:11:22. So basically we adjust in. Let's remove this one. We adjust in 5:11:22. That's 5:11:22. TryHackMe. What you doing now? 5:11. Why you said we adjust? It's 5:11:22 is the same. 5:11:22. What do you mean adjust? To be take the timestamp from previous 4624 and adjust your query to, okay, we're adjusting for the this is sysmon and the same, we're supposed to get the same things here. Let's remove what we don't need, that logon type, because now we're looking what happened after. Data address, event ID, I don't need it. Here we should look for a command on process and things like that. Let's see process. Let's first get the process and the parent. Let's start with the parent. Parent name, parent command line, and then the process and the process command line. So now we have all information. So this is the parent. So if you look here, let's do the timing thing so we make sure we are not from old to new. So what exactly yeah, you can do username, user account that launched the process. Okay, let's get the user. So you have username at Mr. expected, and we have now from the time. So what is going here? Syshost. Are we putting the correct time? 5:11:22. Why it look noisy? And then we have these things. Let's see what TryHackMe is doing. Child process with full command details. Okay. Great, so those two queries helped you confirm the logon occurred, but the evidence you have so far is not enough. To validate whether this behavior is malicious, perhaps the administrator of some corp started work early today. Let's investigate the next alert to determine what the administrator can't what. But we can see it here, so why exactly you can see here is creating the process the net.exe and this net user sv backup password add. So it add a new user here. You can see all of them. But let's see what TryHackMe is saying. To begin investigation alert, we can use this is a new alert. Critical account user administrator alert time EDR user account management. A new user was created. Here we didn't answer any question. Of them logon 4624 logon event. Let's get that one here. 4624. This is the one that we did before for host name and event IV 4624. We already filtered this one. You can come here. What they looking for? This record. You can just search for it here, and it should be this one. I'm having headache, guys. What the process ID PID of the sysmon1 event that occurred on July? We can play with the query that give us before this one. Sysmon1, so it means event ID this one. So we can just, and they give us a time. They already ask us the time, so we can close this. Let's put that. The timestamp. They ask for 5/11/27, July 25. And event ID 1. Let's close this one first. Oh, that's event ID 1, and that's the time 996, same as this. And now we can just open it there. And what you looking for? The process PID. We do lazy stuff. Process.pid. Process.pid. So it's 964. Now, what is the let's before we go there? Did we jump or something? No, this is we already did this one. The parent process. Now, a new user created. Usually, what's this one? I remember I was added to security group. That's 4732. 4720. A user account was created, so we know it's a 4720. To reinforce this alert, we can use similar queries that we have already employed. Here's a query to begin your investigation. They're using this one, the user task user account management. In the poll query, we are focusing Windows security log and the winlog task field. This field gives a human readable context about what type of activity the event present. Try creating table. Okay, let's play with that one. Do we need this one here? Let's see what's going on. I like this one open. Let's go that one. This one is our practice. So let's see what happened here. Okay, it's not going. Close it. What exactly we looking for? What's good information we can have? Winlog event ID, winlog task and message. Really? Okay, let's add them. That's too noisy. Why always put it in the bottom? Message winlog task. Okay, let's see what happened. User account management, oh, that's what the winlog, the query itself. User account management. I don't know why you should add this if it's already in your query. So event ID, what? Okay. So we now remember the 4720 is the one for user was add. Basically you can just you say winlog.event.id. Let's what is the winlog event ID for new user account being created? This one you could answer it. User account was enabled. A change was created. The 4720, it's no one this one, the 4720, so 4720. Then what is the name of the new user account? We already saw it. Can we see it here? Does he comment? We just look for the process, not the parent. Huh. What exactly this query TryHackMe is doing here? Winlog event. What exactly the name is? Winlog.event underscore ID. 4720. 4720. Why there is no comments? So this query doesn't show me the command. What is the name of the user account? I can see it here. Because the process is... What's it different with this query and this query that doesn't want to give us the command? A time event winlog event ID for 720. For 720. Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting because so the command doesn't come in the event ID. It just tell you the user was created. Let me see here. So TryHackMe use this one, event ID, the process, the creation process to follow. So we can use this one. No, we already have it here. So that's the because when you go, you see the net local group. What is that user that was added? Oh, that's the net user. Net user SVC backup password. So net user SVC backup password 123 add. So we know the user is here. I'm just a bit confused about where I don't see the command there. Where is that close? Let me open this. This is just the sysmon event code 1. Next. So the command you need to go to that one, you don't get it from this one. Just say user was created, doesn't give you information of the command itself. Why it doesn't tell me which user was created? Oh, it tell me, oh, SVC name backup. So we can see it from here. Maybe we don't see the command. You can see it's an SVC backup there, so that's fine. So we only, okay, so we're not totally mad. It just doesn't give you maybe the command, that's all. SVC backup administrator, SVC backup, the name. Oh, they all here. So sorry guys, I was confused for a moment. Okay, let's go before I'm getting a bit tired, to be honest. An unusual command line behavior, privilege change, critical, same user administrator, the Windows server, EDR command lines usage. So these we have the command now. Now the next alert flag suspicious command line usage from same administrator account. Could the attacker be escalating their action? Let's investigate. As a level 1 SOC analyst, your first steps should be scope the alert, identify the child process launched by this cmd.exe, confirm the origin, where it came from and why, check the previous change, look for commands like net used to add user for group, for example, correlate across log sources, use sysmon in Windows security to confirm. I usually prefer sysmon. Crafting query to highly sysmon event. So basically here they give us a query. You have the time because it's a 5.13.15. It correlate with this 5.13.15. Then we have the process parent. We want to see any other processes that come from this. So basically this one, it just say uh, that time the parent process does and filter especially for username administrator, so we don't get other users. So we can remove what we don't need here. So yeah, you can, this one is interesting for us. Can we move it that side? I think there is option to move it. Oh, we can just move it like that. So we have the parent process. This message process create. Let me remove that message. Is make me too much noise. Event ID, I don't need it. Process create, I know what's the process create. Window task. And here tell me the story. So we can have three of them. We have so we can see what the user type. So this is parent process. This is the process command line. Let's follow TryHackMe. Okay, we did the same things as TryHackMe, so we can see the first command execute is shown in the screenshot below. Submit the query and build your table to investigate the following command and answer the first question. What command does the attacker use to add a new account to remote desktop group? Yeah, you can see that's the remote. You can copy this. Let's copy value like that. Confirm configuration recommend. Why are you doing that to me? Okay, let's go back to TryHackMe. So we got that. Correlation with security event 4732. What is 4732? This one. A member was added to a security enabled group, local group. Okay. From your previous search, we know the new account was added to three groups. We can now correlate. We can see the three groups is that's the new SVC backup to server operation, remote desktop, and administrator. We can now correlate the finding with Windows Security Event ID 4732 Security Group Management. Use the next query. So we have the time, we have the event, and the process parent, which is that one. So let's open it here. So we have two screens, so we can have different queries result. What this one give me? Well, the host name. Let's remove the host name. It's too much noisy. Close there. So we have the process parent name, the parent command, and then the process, and the process command, and the username. Oh, what is start playing around this new SVP backup? Only have eight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the eighth one? So it start with let's do the time. It's no from the old to new. So that one is there. Then we have. I think I'm doing the wrong time again. That's not. It was already old to new. So it start with adding add the SVC backup to the server administrator. Then he added to remote administrator. Then added to local administrator, and then start doing dodgy stuff here. rar.exe file minus HP Spring. What that HP Spring? MD5. What I was doing here? Doing the archiving all the document and the scripts in the IT admin. Okay, dodgy character. So if we go there, we can see here it gives us the uh, has been constructed that highlight various fields from each type of event, both system and security. You can use it's the same field to build your query table. Okay, we did that. Now the next one, they told us the PowerShell. Where is the PowerShell? Why the story of PowerShell? Is there an alert of PowerShell? It didn't. We have a RAR here, so why they brought it? From the previous search, we know the new account was added to three groups. We can now correlate with finding. We did a correlation already. Uh, you have verified as administrator use cmd to create a user and modify security groups, but did attack and there or continue from the newly created user. To answer this, we can use sysmon approach, but let's also examine PowerShell log. So okay, this one is more event model PowerShell. The 4104 is because of the block. PowerShell, we don't need PowerShell. We need to add the PowerShell fields if we want to see them. We have Sprick block text. What else we need to add? Depend of TryHackMe. Oh, we know the model event action. Okay. Yeah, we are more interested this one. So where is the timing for 3:43? So it's correct the timing. So the prompt we have who am I, we have prompt we have who am I priv, checking the privilege, then net local administrator, then net group domain admin is trying to find the group, the prompt, and directory is searching for XML, and then what is finished. That's it. Oh, our hacker is a nice person, didn't do too much. Great job, you confirmed that the adversary didn't just stop after creating a backdoor. At this point in your investigation, you will be the timeline, proxy logon exploitation, of the web app, RDP login administrator, backdoor user setup via cmd, and now further evidence through PowerShell. This late approach is a great way to piece together attack activity. No alert created. Not every malicious action is covered by SOC alert, and often you need to look deeper into the logs to uncover the full attack. In your investigation, you might have noticed the compression to RAR. Yeah, we saw the RAR in this one. You can see it here. Uh, being utilized by the newly created account. No alert was created because this is a legitimate software used by the client. Investigate usage so you can do process name and I can do that. Let's uh, let's leave this windows open. This is our PowerShell. Let's try answer some question first. What is the win log? Yeah. What command before we close the PowerShell? What PowerShell command did the attacker run in 5.16.14? That's PowerShell 5.16.14. This is the prompt 5.16.14. He learned this one. Then what is the name of the archive that create? We got that archive here, so I think he's doing password there. And now after we do that, what is the winlog record ID for 4732 security event when the attacker add? I got a bit lost in this one. 4732, did we have 4732? 4732. Let's close this. It said when administrator group, what they did, no, not you. Netlock administrator, this is a remote administrator, remote desktop, local group administrator. Where there's supposed to be three, and server operation. For me, I came here. I said net local group, net local this, and then I tried to do this, find this record, and when you search for it, it gives you 7466. This one is wrong one. And even I said in Discord, I get confused. Which one now? So if you look here, from the timing, this is 2799 net local user bit. The next one, this one that doesn't show anything. If you click there, let's clean it. Let's go. This is where it give you that's the security group management. Let's see what this one say. Let's say nothing. Okay. Security group management, security Windows auditing, administrator built-in. Why this query? What? A member was added to security enable local group. So my understanding here is that, because this is the correct answer, so here's the command, but the activation was in this one. So the question said, what is the winlog record ID of the 4732 security event when the attacker adds the user to the administration group? So here the command for the administration, but this is the one for the results. So the one for the things is this one. That's my best understanding. So there was a command, then it come there. The, the the action to that command. So the action came in the next one, this one. We can also do this of TryHackMe. Well, this is a PowerShell. We can look here, and that's the it was start from the parent process cmd, same things, and that's we got the same thing, so we're not lost here. I think we're done. Conclusion: in this guided challenge room, you stepped into the role of a SOC analyst investigating suspicious activity or targeting your client. Some cop infrastructure along the way. You learned to utilize Kibana interface. You exploited its features, session and filtered for both web and Windows logs. Identified key indicator of compromised IoC and correlated event across multiple log sources. Explore the rooms below to further enhance your elastic knowledge and test your understanding. Oh, I remember this from Itse Bitse Sirivade. I don't remember the Bogimon 3. Yeah, guys, let's see what. So yeah, that's it, guys. If you have a question, let me know in the comment. If you have beta option, let me know also in the comment. Oh, I remember this icon. Save log analytics ELK. Okay. Thank you everybody, and have a good weekend.